Thank you for joining us. I'm Tessa Spencer. First tonight, Election Day here in the Lowcountry. We have team coverage of the results tonight, and we begin with our Emily Deanne, who's covering the Mount Pleasant mayoral race, where Will Haney has secured a third term in office. Emily?
Well, it was one of the most talked about races, and unofficial results show that Mount Pleasant Mayor Will Haney was likely beat out. And Haney says he was first elected in 2017, then re-elected in 2021. His campaign emphasizes continuity, preserving the spirit of the town, and managing growth. Now he's ready for a third term.
What has happened tonight with these council candidates and with my getting a third term is the people of Mount Pleasant said, you share that vision. You want less growth, more conservation, and more green space in the town of Mount Pleasant.
Mayor Haney says his top priorities in his third term include public safety by supporting first responders and protecting the Mount Pleasant quality of life by increasing green space and infrastructure. On the Isles of Palms, in the race for mayor, unofficial primary results show that two candidates will likely enter a runoff election. Our Jessica Klinger is following the race and doing the math on the Isles of Palms. Jesse?
Emily, thank you. Yeah, the votes were very close between incumbent Mayor Philip Pounds and City Council member Scott Pierce. Looking at the numbers, Pounds was about 30 votes shy of securing a 50% majority, meaning the race would be poised for a runoff. Here's a look at the results from the Charleston County Board of Voter Registration and Elections. These are the unofficial and preliminary results. The numbers include votes from today as well as early and absentee voting. Pounds received a total of 939 votes, Pierce with 886 votes, and the third candidate, John Reagan Walters, received 113 votes. I spoke with Pounds and Pierce after learning about the likelihood of a runoff. Here's what they had to say.
I appreciate every vote, that's certainly cast for me. It's, a vote of confidence. I wish we could have had something settled tonight for sure. And we're working off some preliminary numbers tonight. I think we're at the spot, where we're definitely going to have a runoff for the mayor's side. I just hope everybody will stay engaged and come back out in a couple of weeks.
I feel pretty good, and I appreciate everybody coming out today to vote. And we got another race coming up here in another 2 weeks, so I hope everybody shows back up. I just want to thank everybody. I think it's a close race. We've got another opportunity to voice our vote at the ballot box, and hopefully we'll have everybody show back up in 2 weeks, and we'll have a decision on the future of Isle of Palms.
The Charleston County Board of Voter Registration and Elections will certify results on Thursday. The runoff election will be in 2 weeks, November 18th. Another race we've been closely watching is the State House of Representatives District 98 primaries. This seat was previously held by Republican Chris Murphy, who served the district since 2011. He announced his resignation in August this year, which will take effect in January 2026. Our Jane Caroline Fusco has been following this race tonight. And Jane, what results are we seeing so far?
Right now, the county has not reported finishing counting the votes, but we have some preliminary results with 13 of 22 precincts reporting so far. Right now, we're seeing Brian Hill leading the Republican primary with 42.36% of the vote, but Greg Ford is closely following behind with 39.34%. This will be something that could change as more votes are counted. In the Democratic primary, we're seeing Dr. Sonia Ogletree-Satani taking a strong lead at more than 56% of the vote. She was the Democratic nominee in 2024 against Representative Murphy. In that election, she earned almost 40% of the vote. This district has more than 27,000 registered voters, and the seat has historically been a Republican stronghold. But Democrats in the area say shifting demographics and turnout could make the seat competitive when the nominees run in January 2026. These results are not official until after all absentee and provisional ballots have been returned, counted, and finalized. The South Carolina Elections Commissions will then certify the election results in the next week or two. I have attempted to reach both race leaders in tonight, but have not heard from back either. We'll continue to monitor these numbers as the county finishes counting the ballots, and we'll update them on our website, abcnews4.com. Jane Caroline Fusco, News 4.